Hey guys, 7WD Rocks here, and I just got finished with Season 4, Episode 8, entitled Legends of Yesterday of course, Arrow. Um, didn't really enjoy this episode. This, of course, is the heroes join forces, the crossover with Flash, Arrow, the Legends of Tomorrow people. Um, I don't know. I enjoyed it. This episode, obviously, I thought it was going to be a lot better than yesterday's Flash, that episode. I thought it was just going to continue getting better. It really slowed down. It was more storyline based, which I'm fine with. I mean, if it's a good storyline, I'm fine with it. But I don't really like this storyline with the whole immortality, reincarnation. If this is what Legends of Tomorrow is going to be like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with it. I'm definitely going to watch the debut episode and probably the first season. But if they're going to go in this direction, I don't really know about it. But it had its moments. This episode did have some good moments, some exciting parts, but just not my favorite. But let's get right into this review, and I hope you guys enjoy. The episode begins in ancient Egypt, so we see Kendra, Hawkman, they're together. They're like disagreeing, or it's Hawkman's dad they're talking to, and they're disagreeing with each other. I don't know, maybe I'm dumb. I just really didn't get what this scene was about. But they were obviously disagreeing with each other, not on the same page, and that led to them walking out, and then Hawkman being like, "You acted really good," and they start making out, which Vandal Savage sees, so that is not good for them, but we'll get to that later, of course. Next, back in regular time, we see Team Arrow and Flash members want to track down Vandal Savage, so they set up a meeting with them. Malcolm sets up a meeting for them, and Flash goes racing off, and once again, he sees himself running through time. He sees, himself, so we'll get to that later. They have their meeting. Basically, Vandal Savage just says, "Yeah, 24 hours. You don't give up, Kendra and Hawkman. I'm gonna, kill your city. I'm gonna kill Arrow City. I'm gonna kill Flash's city. Everyone's gonna die." That's basically what he said. So, John Diggle is able to find this VCR tape, and what's her face? Felicity. Sorry, she says that since it's a VCR, I really didn't get this. She said since it's a VCR and we're have all this technology and such, it might be a while till I figure out what's on this tape. Figures it out in like 5 seconds. Like literally, she's like, "Oh, I don't know. This might take me a while." Types on the computer. I got it. I didn't really get that. She had it in like 3 seconds, so that kind of shocked me. But we see on the tape they figure out that the staff could be used against Savage and might kill him. But we'll get to that later. Next, Oliver is able to have a DNA test on his possible son, that girl that said that she had a miscarriage to Oliver because Oliver's mom paid her $1 million to not say anything. This is like Young the Restless stuff. This is soap opera crap. But he has DNA tests. Flash does it for him, Barry Allen, and figures it out that it is his son. And so Felicity figures this out too. She's able to grab the paper from Barry, and she confronts him about it. And she's just pissed off that he lied to her. He's real pissed off that all these lies, they gotta stop. That is like the subject of this show. Too many lies, people. So they get into a huge fight. Sounds like they're about to break up. And Barry says, we can go after Flash. We got some gloves that can help me use the staff to power it against Savage. And Oliver, not in the right state of mind. He's real pissed off about this. So he says, let's do it. It's just going to be me, Flash, and Hawkgirl, Hawkman. And they're going to fight Savage. So this does not go well. And that would be an understatement because everything goes horribly wrong in this fight scene. So basically, they used, Kendra's being used to, because she's the ace in the hole. Savage doesn't know she has her powers, her wings, so she's going to be the ace in the hole, be that trick for them, the surprise attack. So she tries to pull out her wings. It doesn't happen. She doesn't fly. So basically, Savage just decimates them all. He stabs Hawkman, then stabs Kendra, and I'm like, okay, he just straight up killed both of them. Something's gonna have to happen. Like, we're gonna reverse time or something. Then Barry and Oliver grab the staff. The gloves are not working, so this whole plan backfired. Everything went horribly wrong. And Oliver says, run, you can do this, Barry, just run. And what's-his-face, Savage, uses the staff's powers and just blows up everyone. Just decimates. Like, literally, they fall into dust. Oliver's dead. Flash runs out of the way, but everyone dies. Thea, all of them, John, all of them back at their hideout, all die. So it went horribly wrong. Flash is able to, of course, run so fast. He runs back in time to win to the part where they're at the meeting with Savage earlier on in the episode. So once again, Barry Allen has ran back in time. Now that Barry went back in time and he knows what's going to happen, how their plan went horribly wrong, he tells Oliver about it. So Oliver wants Cisco to talk to Kendra because he knows how to talk to her, not, Hawkman, who's freaking aggressive. So he talks to her. She's able to remember the first time Savage killed her and Hawkman, which Hawkman's never been able to remember the very first time that Savage killed them both. And she figures out how to beat him. I don't know, there was some hailstorm or whatever, freaking rocks flying at the sky in ancient Egypt. They know how to beat him. They get some ancient rock to beat him, and they have the fight scene. Now Oliver is in a good state of mind. Because they went back in time, he hasn't told Felicity about his son. That now he brings the entire team. So we got Arrow members, we got Flash team members, and they, of course, are able to beat Savage. They use the staff, blows him to smithereens. He just falls into dust. So that was pretty crazy. So they defeat him. They don't really know what's going to come of this now, what's going to happen. But we'll get to this later. So Cisco has to say goodbye to Kendra. She's going to leave with Hawkman because it's their destiny and, blah, blah, blah. They're going to Legends of Tomorrow. That's basically it. So she kisses him goodbye. That's disappointing that Cisco didn't get the girl, honestly. So that kind of sucks. Next, Barry and Oliver are talking, and Barry does think he knows about Oliver's son, obviously. And he thinks, since he didn't grow up with a dad, that William, that's Oliver's son, should grow up with him at his side. So Oliver does go to the house, and he agrees not to tell Felicity. He goes up, plays with William with some action figures and such. So I thought that was a really good scene, honestly, storyline-wise. I enjoyed it. It was, really cool to see that Oliver, see how much he's grown from season 1 and, his previous, lifestyle. So at the end, we see, no, he doesn't tell Felicity, I said that, and I think she knows something's up, obviously. We're gonna get to this. I just wish they would have put this whole kid storyline on a regular episode of Arrow, not a crossover. Felt like it should have been like an action-packed episode, and it didn't really feel like that. It just felt like a regular episode, so that was kind of disappointing. But at the end, we see Malcolm pouring Savage's, dust, his freaking ashes into, a little jar thing and saying, you're gonna return. So Malcolm's up to no good. He did this whole thing, tried to get them to defeat Savage, and he's gonna bring them back to life somehow, it seems. So, mid-season finale of Flash is next week, so I'm really disappointed it's the mid-season finale, but it looks like a good one. We got Mark Hamill, a.k.a. Luke Skywalker, what was his character's name? Trix or something like that. I don't remember what his name was. But I'm excited for it. It looks like a good, Christmas episode. So hopefully you enjoyed my review. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter at 7WBRocks. And hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of this episode in the comment section. I really love to hear your guys' thoughts and the feedback on my review because I really do appreciate it. So thanks so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your night, guys.